Well, hello everyone, what is going on? It is TheAlmightyGeoff and we are here with episode 7 of The Simpsons Hit and Run. In the previous episode we completed level 3 with Lisa. We completed the final 4 missions in the main story with Operation Hellfish, where we destroyed some black sedans after we found Bart's lucky cap coming out of one of them. We completed Slithery Sleuthing, where we helped Chief Wiggum collect strikes against Snake. We completed Fishy Deals, where we were basically told to deliver these fish to the restaurants by the sea captain, but then we decided to save them instead. And in the Old Captain and the Sea, we destroyed a limo and then found Bart on top of the ship, and basically his mind had been scrambled by the aliens. So, we're just going to go through business as usual with level 4. Obviously we are playing as Marge today, back in Evergreen Terrace, although it's at night time. It is mostly the same, although there are a couple of new areas that have been opened as well. So as we go through, once again, we'll grab the cards as well. So it's the Boudoir album from They Saved Lisa's Brain. Homer gets second prize at a contest put on by the local radio station, a free boudoir photography session. Or is it Boudoir? I think it's Boudoir, isn't it? Alright. Now, also, if we check our level progress, we have the same amount of gags as last time, though there are a couple that are... Actually, I think it's just maybe the one that's new, so they just end up replacing one of the ones that we had in level 1. But most of them are the same. So we'll get all the collectibles done that are around Evergreen Terrace before we move on to the first mission, which is actually inside the Simpsons house. So we've got an extra gag up here. It's just the exploding light bulb. Lovely. And we do have some outfits in this level, although 2 of them you need to purchase, and one of them, if we keep up with the amount of missions that we need to do, we will be getting today. So I'm going to come back to it. So in its stead, we don't actually have to get the specific vehicle for this level, though we will obviously still be buying it. No, I have actually done a little bit of grinding with my coins off screen, and I actually used these 2 chests that I've just destroyed. So I basically just kept kicking it twice, then mission warping back to the start of the mission, and then going back out again. I just did that a few times. It's not the best place to grind. The best place to do that's in level 6, which is that area that I showed you in the last episode in Krusty Lou, where they had the 4 boxes and the 2 vending machines. It's a great place to grind out coins, but to last us through this level, so we can actually get all the items this time around rather than having to return. That's probably our best bet, I should think. Got a couple of wasps and crates in the Wiggum garden. Alright. Pretty sweet. Alright, let's just mission warp back inside. So obviously, once again, make sure you grab the TV gag. It's quite easy to miss. This is the only time we'll be in the Simpsons house.
Bart, what's causing your ooga booga talk? My special little guy's noogle has turned to goo-goo. The whole town's gone nuts. Security cameras, mysterious vans, crop circles. There's got to be a connection. Maybe the police know something.
Okay, for a few donuts more, find Chief Wiggum and collect donuts for him before time runs out.
Everyone better stay out of my way.
Now this can be a little bit iffy if it's a tough mission or not, because you basically got to rely on
Let's do this thing.
the NPCs, which is never a good thing, and not to mention the fact that the default vehicle, the Canyonero, is genuinely quite terrible. Like, it will flip at every opportunity it can get. So I'm going to try and switch this out for what is genuinely a vehicle that's a lot better that I've got to purchase in this level. later on. But for now we'll have to manage.
Chief Wiggum, I need you to find out what happened to Bart. Could you show me where the crop circle is? There's got to be a clue to curing Bart.
Ah, that's cute. I'd love to help, but I got sugar withdrawal real bad. The donut store is closed, and I got a monkey on my back screaming for Cruller. Oh, he's screaming.
Okay, now this is where the tricky part comes in. Because we're dealing with a donut truck. And these guys like to just about spin every direction when you hit them. And also typically, although I seem to be doing okay at the moment, although I might have just jinxed myself, they do typically take a really good hit to drop the donut. You can't skim it. Yeah. Oh, what an awful drop. Seriously? You're not doing me any favours, can you, Nero? Can you, Nero? Can you, Nero? Okay. Wow. Now, I'm saying wow is that genuinely, I think this is the earliest I've ever finished that section. Every time I've done that, it usually takes me into the rich area, and at worst, right into the stonecutters tunnel. I say at worst, that's genuinely on average where I end up finishing that. So I'm quite impressed we managed to get that so quickly.
Boy, for a busybody housewife, you sure get results. That crop circle's at Cletus's shack. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a truck full of donuts to eat. I'm gonna need a lot of coffee.
Alright, sweet. So it's quite the drive to Cletus's, so what I'm gonna do is clear up all the collectibles around the quickie map. And then we'll grab everything on the way over there as well. Now obviously we've done with the actual Evergreen Terrace bit. Okay, where's the wasp? I happen to know for a fact a wasp is supposed to spawn up here. It's quite rude. Nope, apparently not. I mean, I say apparently not, I know 100% a wasp is supposed to spawn up there. I'm not even just getting mixed up with levels because it spawns there every single time. And I've had the issue with that wasp before, with it not spawning. Which led to me thinking, oh, maybe it wasn't in this level, and then going all the way around. And then finishing with 19. I was thinking, where's that last one? And then I came back and what do you know, it spawned. I don't know, maybe you can only have so many angered wasps at one time.
This goes in my hope chest. Oh, I don't have any pockets. I hope this isn't stealing.
I'll give that one more try. Obviously, actually, before I forget, let's go through that new card we just picked up. The Mr. Plough jacket. Homer may no longer have his Mr. Plough business, but Marge won't let him get rid of the jacket. I'm not going to do the quote again. I did that enough times in level 1 and 2. I think Homer's doing the actual song. Yeah, I've said in the past I love how many references to the actual TV show they have in this game, even like really subtle ones. But it's a game that you can still enjoy even if you don't know the references. Come on, just a little extra thing. Yeah, there we go. See, I told you. Bet you were doubting me, weren't you? You were saying, oh no, there's clearly no wasps here. Well, sucks for you, doesn't it? Alright, let's pop in here and get the gags. Again, they're all the same from level 1. No differences whatsoever. Marge is just as bad at this game as Homer was. Just wait for our coins. Give me my coins. Alright. Nearly done. I'm just gonna grab the vending machine that's near Krusty Burger and we'll be set to continue. Okay, just grab the rogue coins that are going up here, even though it's not going to lead to anything. Alright. So, coming up, I just slightly passed Evergreen Terrace, just past Wiggum's house. We have the bonus mission and the checkpoint race. The bonus mission is relatively easy. Oh, hello. I nearly missed you. Get back here. How dare you? How dare you defy me? Yeah, the bonus mission is easy enough. The checkpoint race is, I will go on record to say, one of the most difficult in the game, especially with this vehicle. So, we'll just have to try our best. We'll get this done first, though.
I really should have warned sense, Mr. Guy. What are you doing here?
Well, I've been trying to convince Agnes to come make fun of school children, but she refuses to go out with me. That son of hers keeps intercepting every gift I send her and hides them at his workplace. He's a jerk and a fool.
Why not just go get them back?
I would, but... well, I'm not a terribly mobile person. There, I said it.
Oh, I know. It's not easy being husky. Tell you what, I'll take care of this for you if you help me take care of some things.
By the moons of Xanthor, it is a pact. The bond is made. The agreement is sacred under the vows of the knights who say...
Okay, I get it. Sheesh.
Alright, Beach Love, go to the school to collect all the intercepted gifts on my time now.
Marge Simpson, at your service.
Okay. So this is going to give the opportunity to get a couple of collectibles at Springfield Elementary. We're not going to take the mick with it because time isn't that lenient. If you manage to do it fast enough, it isn't too big a problem, but I'd rather us not fail the mission and have to start from the beginning. So the items will take priority. But while we're on the way there, let's grab you. Pop across. Get you. Some extra coins. Won't do anybody any harm. Oh dear. Oh man. Oh god, I actually hate this car so much. The handling is awful. Come on. Sorry. Right. I'm going to try my best to grab all the collectibles on the roof. So fingers crossed I don't run out of time. Well, I might have to abandon this strategy if time gets too hasty. I'm not going to bother with all of them in the back of the school, just the ones up here. Give me all your coins. Alright, still have a decent amount of time.
I need a Long Island iced tea.
So we could just bring the canyon in our back row front. Excuse me. Don't back in front of me, fool. But yeah, that's all there is to it. You can give him plenty of time to get back to comic book guy, so we'll be right. I'm glad we managed to get all the ones on the roof, because that's obviously the biggest pain to get to, so we've just got the ones to get around the playground and just outside the back entrance. Okie doke.
Well, that's done like laundry.
Thank you very much. Now I can see my beloveds sneer again. Here's my number. Give me a call if you want to hear my theories on why Krusty has jumped the shark. Good day.
Did I win? I had no idea.
That's a lovely look into the side of the Canyonero there. Okay, now we're going to move straight across into the first street race. Easily the most difficult.
Little Ralphie Wiggum, how are you?
Candy makes me happy, then tired.
So, what are you doing here?
Two ugly monsters named Candy and Selma say you have to race.
Okay,
6,
so
1, go!
obviously usually you're dealing with the next main vehicle, which in the case of level 5 would be Apu and the Longhorn, which is what we drove in the bonfire of the Manatees mission in level 3. However, for some reason in this level we are instead dealing with Professor Frink in the hovercar, which is actually what you unlock from the bonus mission in level 5. I don't know why particularly they chose to do that. Maybe just to mentally harm the people who are playing the game, thinking you're keeping up to 100% so far. But they did it. That's what counts. Oh, he's taking the shortcut, crap. Oh, you son of a bitch. I hate you. Usually, oh, it's about 50, well, it's not 50-50. It's quite rare that he'll take that shortcut, which has screwed me.
You lost. And don't blame it on Homer.
I can't believe that. If he'd taken the longer route, which he should have done, I would have nailed that. See you guys in a second.
Marjorie, you're finally turning your life around.
That was pretty close. He actually took the shortcut again, but luckily he crashed at that very last bit just before entering this particular tunnel. Oh, blimey. Okay. Yeah, that is a pain in the ass race. Okay, before we start the next mission, let's just make sure we've cleared up the bit around the cemetery, which isn't a lot. I just mission walls because it saves out to go all the way back around. Thankfully, this is obviously where Gil is. Again, same position as he was in level 1. And the reason that is so good is because he has a very good vehicle this level. It is so much better than the Canyonero. Okay. Oh. There's no wasp up here, I think, this time, thank goodness. But there is a collector card, so you still want to come up here regardless of the coins. Okay, love letter. Okay, so that is from Bart the Lover, the only love letter Marge ever received from Homer, written on the back of a postcard from the Duff Brewery in Capital City in 1978. How romantic. See the world's biggest pull tab. Alright. Alright, just mission warp again so I to actually walk over. Who walks anymore? Alright. Or we could just run across to Gil.
You just gotta help old
So
Gil
first
out.
vehicle is the Krusty's limo, which you can have a look at. Generally quite a good mix. Worthy price. I'm not going to use it though. What we are going to use is the Curator, which is 100% the best vehicle of this level, easily. So I'm probably going to be using this for everything bar the very last mission, because that's a destructive, is it? I can't speak. A destruction mission, which the Canyonero is probably better for that one.
Excuse me?
I don't care if you is from New York. You ain't taking pictures of our decrepitude for no magazine. No way.
No, Cletus, it's me, Marge. Marge.
Marge! Redneck Roundup. Follow Cletus and collect what falls from his truck. Don't miss any items.
I'll do my best.
So this is think this is the first time we've done something like this actually. It's sort of like a mix of the general pursuit missions, but you just gotta make sure you collect the items that he drops as well. It's not that difficult, but the AI is pretty terrible, like, as you can see. It can sometimes drop things in an awkward position, so you just gotta sort of keep an eye open. Don't get too close behind him, otherwise if he drops it in an awkward position you've got to hold back and he's gonna gain that lead on you. Oh my word. But generally, it's not a big issue.
Sorry about that.
But I love this music. It reminds me of, I can't remember what the exact name of the episode is, but it's the one where Homer and Grandpa join together to make a business out of selling like the sort of ointment that gets people randy, shall we say. Oh, see what I mean? Dropping them in awkward positions. And then they start using a scheme where they pretend Homer's like a volunteer for the tonic, even though they're father and son, and then they get chased out of the village by like a bunch of rednecks, and they're just playing like this like stereotypical banjo music over the radio, and it's like, well, get away from the chasing us. They've only been chasing us since you started playing the banjo music, and they turn it off and they just stop and go home. You know, it's just like trying to explain a joke or trying to explain a Simpsons gag. But if you've seen it, you'll know what I mean. If not, definitely go look it up. It's one of the funniest scenes in like the early years of Simpsons. Just saying a lot because the early years are amazing. Alright, boom. Alright, let's talk to Cletus.
You've got to help me. I have to find out what happened to my baby boy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you was a city slicker. But I ain't telling you nothing less than you help us with the harvest.
Harvest? If I'm going to be doing yard work, I better change, or my next mission will be to get mud stains out of green rayon.
Okay, so yeah, like I said, this is the first opportunity that we're going to need to buy clothes. So that's why I've gone off buying it, because obviously I typically do 2 outfits an episode, so we can show everything off by the time that we move on to the next level. But I knew that we'd be doing this mission in this episode, so I decided to save it till now. I can't remember exactly when the inmate outfit was used. I remember the episode, and I remember she managed to escape because there was a marching band with like the big hats and also wearing orange jumpsuits. But I can't quite remember off the top of my head which exact episode that was. So we have Ketchup Logic. Help Cletus harvest ketchup packets for the winter. Don't let time run out.
I'll do my best.
Now this is another mission with a really great soundtrack, which has been actually well noticed by myself and a lot of other people. It sounds very Tom Jonesy. Specifically, the It's Not Unusual song, which was used quite extensively in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air as part of the Carlton dance. And there's actually a remix on YouTube that I found that has this music and then Tom Jones singing in the background. That's a really cool track. Yeah. Just random trivia, that's basically all you're going to get from me in this series. Okay.
Oh, I'm flying like a turkey.
Now, this is generally, it's not that difficult a mission. However, you can easily screw up if you get caught. And obviously Cletus' truck isn't the best vehicle by any means at all. It wasn't even the best vehicle in level 1, never mind level 4. But, most of them are pretty easy. The only difficulties I've ever had is through taking it over the the big jump over the gas station, which we managed to nail thankfully. And then this last one, because you've got to jump through the rotating thing. And obviously you've got to hit it high enough that you'll actually hit that thing, the one at the top. Because it's quite tight, so you've got to try to give yourself a bit of a run up, otherwise you won't make it. This Plexadan bit's pretty easy. Oh my goodness, what is this? The Canyoneer Mark 2? Gonna be flipping like that.
Oh no, I got 5 hound dogs in here.
There we go. No props.
Steady, Marjorie.
Now about your query. My grandpappy done seed one of them corn drawings once, but he's with Allah now. You might and should ask some other old folks about it. Maybe try around the graveyard.
Thanks, Cletus.
Twarn't nothing.
Tort nothing. Alright, sweet. That does that. So that's the last mission we're going to do today. We've done 4, including the bonus mission.
I swear I used to be a
So, well, with the remaining few minutes we've got, I'm going to grab the collectibles, hopefully leading up to the power plant, like including the power plant collectibles, if we've got the time. First of all, we're going to deal with the trailer park. We've got a couple of wasps and a collector card. I don't know why that guy's down there. I have to come back for him. I don't really want to jump off. But as well, in this area, we actually have the bonus vehicle.
I hope I can do something.
So we've got the pepper spray, which is from the Springfield Connection, I believe is what that one was. Season 7, yeah. From Marge's brief stint as a police officer, Homer enjoyed a squirt of pepper spray on his eggs in the morning. Yeah, I think that's one where I think she witnessed a snake in a robbery or something, and then she's saying like, "Where's the police?" And then she found out they just didn't care at all.
Stealing?
So she took it upon herself to become an officer of the law, which is an interesting episode. So this is it's not a good vehicle, straight up. The handling is it's not good. Excuse me. That's quite rude. So I'm definitely not going to be using it. I don't think any of them have as great a balance as the Knight Rider car in level 3. Well, the level 6 one's also quite good. Just take the curator back out.
Me up with some wheels, man.
Alright. Done around here. Oh, there's a couple of houses over here with the interactive doorbell.
Get lost! I'm hungover here. Don't come in. The doctors say this thing could spread. So, get out of here. Get lost, okay? I'm hungover in here.
Oh, there's just them two. Poor Mo. Then we got the names. I think this is Nelson's, if I'm not mistaken. Look at the cookie
I
man.
ain't opening it unless you have a warrant. Get bent. Look, I told you, I'm already saved. Papa, have you come back? Are you a cop? If you are, you have to tell me. I ain't opening it unless you have a warrant.
Alright.
It was an accident.
Okay. It might take us a little bit over 30 minutes, but let's get it finished. Alright, get those destructibles, they don't respawn. Look at this wasp again. Just keep on coming back, don't you? Right, a couple of non-respawning coins up here. As you can see, there's a massive crop, well, a crop Bart, not necessarily a crop circle, but yeah, I think we can tell the aliens have their eyes on us. It's that one long Treehouse of Horror episode. Alright, obviously same gag with the vent. Yeah, it's mostly the same inside here as well as it was in the whole one. Although there is a wasp in here instead of a card this time. Just make sure to grab the gag in there as well. Totally drop a coin for that one, so I'm not going to bother.
Just one little adjustment.
This is a bit of a pain in the ass wasp from the Reputation. Oh, we managed to get it. Cool. Alright. Nicely done. So let's just
catch my breath. Whoa, way.
vamos up here.
Yes.
And there we go. There's the last couple of row coins collected as well. Okay, having fun. Okay, I'm going to do one more little thing. I don't think there's actually any wasps or collector cards in the stone cutters temple this time. I think there are a few row coins, so just thought we could have finished up this entire area. We'll just grab those as well. Oh. That's embarrassing. Alright, awesome. So I think that's where we're going to leave it for today, guys. We'll wrap everything else up next time. So level progress, we've got to 59%. That is pretty sweet. Just over halfway. We should be able to get everything else done next time easily. So yeah, next time we'll wrap up the remaining missions, races, you know, usual business. So, before I wrap up, let me thank my amazing patrons. My £5 plus patrons are Ron Highland, Ever the Snake. You can find links to their channels as well as my other £3 plus patrons in the description down below. And on screen you'll see correct to my £1 plus patrons. Thank you so much, everyone. It's truly appreciated and it goes a long way to help with the channel, so I do thank you a lot for that. And if you should join us patrons, you can follow a link in the description down below to my Patreon page. But you don't have to do that because at the end of the day, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and also be sure to share the video. And I will see you guys in episode 8. Bye, guys.